Hello, what is up everybody, this is Tuki and we are back again for another video, and today guys we are going to learn what is the best shield in this game. And before we get to the video, I just like to give a shout out on these guys here. Also, if you're new, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any upload. And let's just get to the video. Okay, so as you can see here, we have, all of the shield except the ancient and the dread rock shield, which are OP shield. Before we argue or talk about the best shield in the game, let's take a look at this shield first. Look at this brawl shield, the first one that gives 1 HP and 1 defense. Also, it increases in here, as you can see, it's steel, creep steel, sandstone. Also, the pumpkin shield of Mython and Cobalt, and also the Varix shield. Also guys, the reason that I remove my armors and set, because I want to put this, I'm gonna talk about it later, but yeah, before we get into it, or we jump into it, you can craft the shields in smithing, and it requires various levels to obtain. But this shield here is very unique, that you can only get this from the event or someone that selling this. I think it will rise over time if you have these limited items. And yeah, it is level 40, and compared to the sandstone, yeah, for a limited item you get +1 of defense. But I think that is important if you are like in PvP or so, compared to the sandstone. But yes guys, if you're level 40, you better have this pumpkin shield. But as I said, you can just go over, or you can just make this shield here. So before we talk about those other shield, I want you to know guys that there is a common thing in shield. As you can notice here, the brawl shield has the HP, also defense, also defense HP, defense HP, defense HP, defense HP, or say defense HP, defense HP, and defense HP. But did you know guys that one of this HP here is equals to 25 of your real HP? That is the reason why I remove all my armor, so that you will know what is the significance of this HP, because it is important when we are going to talk about the best shield in the game. Okay, so as you can see, we have this 20 here, but I'm not gonna equip that. I'm gonna equip this one here just to make sure that it is plus 25. So I have right now is 1035 of HP. So let's do a quick math of it. So you need to add it, so it will be 1060, right, if you add 25 there. Okay, so let's add 25 there. Add. Okay, so our theory is correct. It gives the 1 HP in every set here, or you can see the lower part of your stat. I can move the boots, to point it. And yeah, it gives 25 each one. So if you have this 20, so you need to times it to 25, and as you can see, it gives 500 of HP. So for just on this Varix shield that gives 20 of HP, just to prove that it is the same we have here. So we have 10 HP here, so this would be, or probably, since 20 gives 500, this will give 250. And yes, as you can see there, it gives 250 of HP, because 1085 plus 250 is 1285, or something like that. Okay, so now that you learned about that, then let's talk about what is the best shield in the game. So what is the best shield in the game? So here's what I think guys, that these two shields here that are left, the Dread Rock and Ancient Shield, are the best shields in the game. Best in their own category, because as you can see here, they have unique stat. I don't know why they did this, because as you can see, the Dread Wreck is the only shield that has +5 and -4 in strength and accuracy. Also, the Ancient Shield is the only one that has -10 stat. That is a lot of, it will reduce your stat there. So if you have like 80 or 90 accuracy in your stat, so once you equip this, you will be reduced by 10. So it will have you it will turn into 70 if you have 80. So if you have 100, so it will be 90 if you are equipping this ancient shield. But you will have this whopping 40 defense and 27 of HP, which is the highest stat that you can get from the shields. And also the Dreadwreck gives the 32 in gives 32 defense and very small HP, that is 5. But this is not bad, guys, because I said category, they are best in the categories. If you are farming mobs such as Anubis, also other mobs that you can just easily farm or doing some tasks, I really recommend you having this Dreadwreck shield, because you don't want to miss and you want to have you can inflict lots of damage. So what about the HP? HP is very understandable, because the reason players don't build HP in stat, because we have some armors and we have our meds that doesn't have CD or cooldown, and you can just spam those things while farming some little mobs or some small mobs, not doing any boss. Maybe you can just do boss by this if you are confident enough that you will not get killed. Dreadwreck shield is best for those farming or doing some tasks, and while in the boss tasks, I really recommend having this ancient shield. So, despite of getting a negative 10 accuracy, you will have a plus 40 of defense and also plus 27 of HP. So, these are the highest stat I said. So, we have 25 each in our HP. So, we have 27. So, that's a lot. So, if 20 gives 500 and 10 gives 250, so that's a lot of HP there, and also you will have 40 defense. So it is very good in sustaining the damage of the boss, especially if you are grinding some mummy, because curses is very painful and eventually you will lose your HP, even if you are spamming your fools very fast, because you have a very small amount of HP. So you want to have this ancient shield here. That's why I said you want to have this in boss fight, because this negative accuracy will somehow slow you down in your doing some tasks and grinding some mobs. But I think you can cover these guys doing some scrolls and relics. But having a negative 10 in your accuracy, every time you equip it, it is not it is not like an empty accuracy, empty stat there, but rather it is a reduced stat there. So you don't want to have this, and it might slow you down in farming some small mobs or, doing your task. But it really depends on you guys, on your taste, on your build, on the things that you want to, build your character. Maybe in defense, maybe you want to have this ancient shield because you want to have this defense and HP. And you can just cover this negative accuracy by scrolls, but it really depends on you guys. But those are my opinion and the best shield in the game. And yeah. And I think that is all in this video, and I hope that you did learn something. And if you did, leave a like, and if you're new, click the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any upload. And also shout out for this guys, Your Center Fire, Bloody Panda, and also we have the best message, but they're just spamming, Sean, Maverick, Hyperbit, Dog Scaled, and King Pros, Jake's Tale, Maoki 2. Yeah, maybe that's all the guys here. And yeah, this is Tuki. Thanks for watching.